So they show a replay of last week of James Ellsworth pinning AJ Styles in a non-title match. What? The middle finger. And they have to remind us that James Ellsworth is going to get a title shot on this episode of SmackDown. Now, look. Comedy is just, alright. There's different levels of comedy, but there's no, sell this to me, okay? First of all, having a win over AJ Styles is enough, but getting a title shot, that is a whole new different ball game. But anyway, the show actually starts off with Randy Orton coming out, and yeah, the Battle of the Darkness continues, and it seems that, okay, Orton says that Bray Wyatt, set him free, but Orton, you were never caged up, you were never just hinged in the first place, so that's garbage to me. That's bullshit. And then Bray Wyatt is in a casket with motherfuckers with black masks behind him, in the backstage somewhere, and it's like, oh god, alright, you're gonna stop trying to be the Undertaker, because you're not the Undertaker, you'll never be the Undertaker, the new face of fear. No, you're not taking the Undertaker's place, no matter what you do. I like Bray Wyatt, but fuck that. So, he's here. Luke Harper comes out, and it's a one-on-one match between Luke Harper and fucking Randy Orton. Alright, fine. During the match, in the middle of the match, it does that Bray Wyatt TV screen shit, and Bray actually gets wheeled out while he's sitting up in the casket by these motherfucking Brayish druids that have black masks on. And it's like, alright, yeah, stop. So, Randy Orton wins by DQ. Because Bray Wyatt interferes, and apparently they were going to try to put him in the casket. The casket is closed, the casket opens up, Kane is in there. And, alright, fine. Orton and Kane start cleaning house, and right when the climax of them getting ready for some signature moves, it does that break screen shit, and next thing you know, Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt are gone. Now, the commentators are trying to sell this, talking about, where did they go? Under the fucking ring, you fucking morons. We're not fucking stupid. Stop treating us as a fucking sideshow fucking carnival, man. This is just, that's garbage to me, the way they try to sell that. Not the fact that the shit happens, but to sell that to us? No! If Kane and Orton would have went under the ring and looked for them and they would have been gone, okay, fine, where did they go? But don't fucking try to insult our intelligence about that. Shit. So, Alexa Bliss versus Naomi. And this is to solidify a #1 contendership, and Alexa actually wins. So she's going to challenge Becky Lynch in 3 weeks. Now, Becky Lynch is injured, and I hope she'll be back by that time, and I just hope that the match, I hope she doesn't just get beat for the championship just because of her injury. I hope that fucking doesn't happen, but it looks like they're on the road to that. But this is better than Naomi, okay? The Funkadactyl, the dancer, the glowy bitch. No, just no. There's no fucking way I will accept Naomi getting a title shot, much less the title. Her time has passed as far as us taking her seriously. Yeah, that's just it. Alexa Bliss beats Naomi, fair and square, she moves on. And Kurt Hawkins makes his debut. Or is it Eva Marie? Because, I can't tell the difference between those two because they're doing the same fucking type of stuff. So he's going to debut against Apollo Crews. Apollo decks him, and he basically track meets away. He basically misses. Yes, he basically was like, I'm not debuting tonight. You ruined my debut. Right there, we can't take Kurt Hawkins seriously. right there, he lost credibility. Sorry. You can't. Eva Marie is already doing this, even though she was suspended and now they have nothing for her, but she was already doing the same fucking shit. So, yeah. Kurt Marie or Eva Hawkins, whatever. We can't fucking take him seriously no more. He's fucking done. Sorry. That's just it. So, you got Carmella that comes out and she talks about Nikki Bella. Which Nikki Bella comes out, well, Nikki Bella, according to Blaze and Mel Funsky. Shout out to you guys, by the way. And Carmella proceeds to talk about shit that we already know. Okay? She talks about the Total Divas, the Total Bellas, and the fucking fact that she's in a relationship with John Cena, and yeah, she's gonna let it all out. We fucking already we're not, again, stop treating us like we have no internet. Stop treating us like we have no idea who's in relationships with who and what goes on. Don't fucking treat us like that. That's just fucking stupid to us. Remember when Rusev and Lana, you know, were like separated on screen, but they're still a couple of real life, and then they were engaged, so they had to separate Rusev and Summer Rae as far as the WWE's plans because of that engagement. They had to. There was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shit. You can't do that. You can't. Anyway, with Carmella and Nikki and stuff like that, it's like, look, she plays some shit on a fucking Titantron and, you know, shit. Plays some shit out of context as far as Nikki Bella and John Cena, you know, her being too clingy or too needy or anything like that. The cherry picking of this video reminds me of Anita Sarkeesian when she talks about gaming and gamers. That's how it was. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay? And plus, once again, it's some shit that we already fucking know about her being in a relationship with John fucking Cena. You already had the upper hand on her, Carmella. You don't need to fucking play any mind games. That's stupid. So, fucking moving on from that, James Ellsworth has an interview saying that this could be the biggest upset as far as World Championships ever since David Arquette winning the WCW Championship. I will go a step further. It will be like The Miz becoming WWE Champion. Dave Arquette, we know, was a joke. Vince Russo, we know, was a joke. James Ellsworth, we know, was a joke. Even Vince McMahon winning the WWF Championship, yeah, that. Or even the ECW Championship, yeah, that. We knew we not supposed to take that shit seriously. Okay? They're not fucking wrestlers here. So, them even being in the record books for that are farces. And we know and we understand that. But nothing's worse than The Miz to me. Nothing. Sorry. Because there are a whole bunch of motherfuckers with talent that could have been in that spot. He just sucked dick to get there. But anyway. So, speaking of Miz, it's Heath Slater, Rhino, and Dolph Ziggler against the Gizzard Squad now. Because, yes, the Miz and the Spirit Squad coming out together, and it's like, oh, Jesus, please, 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 end this, and end this fucking quick. I don't want to see the Spirit Squad beat Heath and Rhino for these championships. That would make zero sense. Especially since there are two fucking tag teams that could win it, and then I could actually be credible with it. Namely, American Alpha and the Usos. As much as I don't like the Usos, they're at least a better heel team. Because we can take them seriously. Now. But, yeah. Running away, track meeting. Every time I watch a Miz match, I'm always saying to the screen, he ran. Or he ran again. Or get back in there and fight. It's always those fucking words. You mean to tell me that you have less balls than the Spirit Squad? Seriously? And you have to get a cheap shot in for Kenny to roll up Heath Slater? Sell that to me, please. And fuck the whole heel tactics thing. Being a coward is a coward. Being a pussy is a pussy. Pussism is not a fucking technique. It's being a pussy. And that's what The Miz is. Yes, remember, dick licking plus animals equals The Miz. The Miz being a leader, again, The Miz couldn't lead ants to a picnic. Okay? So, moving on from that. Natalya has a backstage interview with Daniel Bryan, and she says that she wants to be on the 5-on-5 Survivor Series team, well, as far as the women versus Raw women. And I'm like, wait a minute. How many are on this roster that you can actually put in the 5-on-5? I mean, come on. There's Natalya. There's Nikki Bella. There's Alexa, Carmella, Naomi, and Becky. Only one of them is going to get left out. Oh, and Eva Marie, or is it Eva Hawkins or Kurt Marie? Anyway, there's only 7 women on this roster as far as SmackDown. Who's going to be left out? Seriously, who's going to be fucking left out? It'll be a laughingstock, really. And by the way, she actually quotes Whitney Houston songs. Listen, if you're going to quote some songs, don't... No, okay? Just no. Please. Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin was actually the most even match out of this card. Because Baron Corbin wins, and in convincing fashion, the way they should have been doing Baron Corbin in the fucking first place. But see, Jack Swagger is still a fucking mediocre joke. We can't fucking take him seriously. Baron Corbin said in the backstage interview before he even stepped out there, when he beats Jack Swagger, he's going to be beating the people that shout "We the People," because he was like, yeah, those people don't care about you. You're there for their entertainment. And yeah, he's right. Sorry, but yeah. Speaking of which, James Ellsworth against AJ Styles for the WWE World Championship. I can't get over that. Okay, Dean Ambrose wanted to be special guest referee. Daniel Bryan said no. Yeah, you can be special guest announcer, timekeeper, and Dean was like, okay, I'll do that. Which one? So he went out there and he did them all. He didn't do commentary though, but he did the rest. He rung the bell for about 30 seconds when the match started. Again, the comedy starts because that's what this was meant to be. Comedy. And it was, because Dean Ambrose, oh God, James Ellsworth had a shirt with his face on it, and it was on sale, WWEshop.com. I'm not even sure if that's fucking real, but it was just the fact that it was there, and it was shown on the Titantron, and it's like, and AJ Styles was getting distracted on and on and on, again and again and again, but you knew that was going to fucking happen. That was just common sense. You knew that was going to occur. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So, having that been said, it's like, okay, James Ellsworth mounts just about no offense in this match. And that's to be expected. Except when AJ Styles is in the ropes and he trips AJ Styles, so AJ hits his face in the turnbuckle. And what happens right after that, I laughed. I'm sorry. I laughed out loud. I was like, what the fuck? James Ellsworth hits a super kick. Okay? They called it chin music, and I'm like, no! The funniest thing about that is, that kick that Ellsworth did is better than any move that The Miz has ever pulled off. That's funny. And it was the most surprising because he hit that shit and it was a long 2 count. And the crowd was actually into it too. The crowd was actually convinced that he could have won by doing that just because of what he hit. I mean, there was an Ellsworth chant. There was even a holy shit chant after that. So after that, AJ Styles loses control over Dean Ambrose on the microphone and fucking with him. And they kept throwing him in and out of the ring. AJ Styles kept throwing him out. Dean Ambrose kept throwing him in. From the same fucking place. it looked ridiculous, yeah, because why didn't AJ Styles just throw him out in a different area? I don't know. AJ Styles loses by DQ. So, again, James Ellsworth is 2-0 against AJ Styles. The phenomenal AJ Styles. A great wrestler. A great, oh God, the WWE World Champion. Okay? Former IWGP Champion. Former TNA Champion. Ring of Honor. Yeah. That. And as Dean Ambrose said on the show, James Ellsworth has beaten AJ Styles more times than John Cena has. Damn. I have nothing else to say. I'm done with this review report. That was just, it was comedy, but still fucking out of place. Oh no. Drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both be hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. What did you think about this shit? Did you watch the show? Please sell some of this to me. I want to see if any of you were entertained or you were like, what the hell? Or like, oh, yeah. Anyway, this is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.